Welcome back to another video where today we are going to be discussing the Kranvagen. Now before I start the video or my discussion or the introduction, whatever I usually do, I have to say that this is not the replay I wanted to be showing you guys. The one that I had ready for you was an ace with 4,924 damage, but basically it doesn't matter. I'll show you the end screen, which was the only thing I was able to save. Only you should know that the original video I had planned for you was unfortunately deleted. Well, not deleted. A save glitch caused the video to simply vanish from my computer. I will be more careful with my videos in the future. Without further ado, let's get into the introduction. Now, the Kranvagen is a Swedish tier 10 heavy tank with an auto-reloading gun, highly very difficult to penetrate turret, and weak hull armor. Its key points are, well, the gun, the turret, that's it. Those are its upsides. Now, the downsides are numerous. Weak hull, very slow, very low mobility. The accuracy is whack, but those three downsides are entirely negated by the upsides. Very good auto-reloading gun, which I'll explain during the gameplay. Very good turret armor. Very good gun depression. The ability to use super speed boost. Now, the accuracy can be negated by the consumable that is reticle calibration, but the problem with that is the fact that you will have to run a double consumable setup, and as it is a heavy tank that has weak hull armor and weak tracks, I do not feel comfortable running double consumable on the Kron, and I only run the improved engine power. Now, with that out of the way, let's get right into the gameplay. Okie dokie, we are up against an FV215, a Kranvagen, a Object 263, a Astron, no, not an Astron, a Super Conquer T22, T57, and a TVP5051. Now, when you're crossing this place, you are going to want to turn your turret in that direction so that mediums cannot attack you. Now, I know that I'm spotted. They are afraid to, their team is afraid to push. We spot the 57 heavy. I'm going to push up the hill in order to take this superior position up here. It's a dangerous position to try and take if there are enemies already visible to you. So you shouldn't. Okay, now with this Kranvagen, what I wanted to do was penetrate 3 shells into him. Unfortunately, one of the shells hit some random part of whatever. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there, but there we go. I dumped my shells in the Kron. Now, the reason is, usually in the beginning of the game, the most effective way to help your team is by getting damage out quickly. The less health the enemy has at the start of the game, the better it is for your team. Which is why you shouldn't preserve your DPM at the beginning, but instead focus on making your enemies much weaker than they already are. Now, that, again, there is the bogus accuracy that we were talking about in the very beginning that can affect you in a Kron. Now, this move was highly risky, incredibly risky, very risky, and which maybe I shouldn't have done. But as you will see, it will prove to be good. Now, here I should have actually used my 2 shells instead of waiting for the third. But I notice the Astron is left, I see the Kranvagen, I see that I can completely one-clip that Kranvagen. And of course, clearing a tank is very good for my team, especially one as dangerous as the Kranvagen. So I rush over there immediately in order to take him out. He was looking the other direction, and I'm quite sure he wasn't the best of players. Now, here I shot him first, so I know for a fact I'll be able to beat him to the reload. Boom. Kranvagen cleared. I noticed a TVP, T5051. I notice that he is getting ready to shoot me, so I move in closer to the wall, avoiding his shells. Now, I have seen the other tanks moving into that center position, so I will chase them down. Remember, I am a full health Kron, about to have a full 1,200 damage clip reloaded, and I'm about to roll up onto their side. Now that TVP makes the mistake of trying to run to this direction, and boom, he gets his track hit, and boom, he gets another hit. I want to exemplify that what I just did is a Jagdpanzer E100's damage. Like, this is how you're supposed to think of the Kron. The Kron has 3 firing modes. The Kron has single shot, which you can equate to any single shot 400 alpha tank. It has the Jagdpanzer E100 shot, which is when you shoot 2 times. And it has the 183 mode, which is 3 shells into a tank. You need to realize what is the most effective tank to use in a situation. Do you want to use the 183? Do you want to use the a single shot, or do you want to use an Jagdpanzer E100 with gun depression and a fully traversable turret? That is what you have to ask yourself when playing the Kron. Now we're up to 5,000 damage, and we have a single 4005 left. But basically, the entirety of this rest of the game is going to be us trying to chase down this 4005. I originally thought that he might be AFK up there where I wasn't able to spot him. But no, he ends up on the other side of the map, and this is where the mobility kind of screws me a little, because yes, I'm able to make it over there, but the 4005 is going to be way on the other end of the map by the time I get there. Now, I'm going to use that to expand a little bit on what makes the Kranvagen such a powerful tank. The turret armor is so reliable that you don't doubt it. For example, in the T57 Heavy, which is kind of what I like to compare the Kron to, your turret is weak. You don't know your turret's strengths. Same happens with the M4Yo. Your turret is weak. You have very big hatches. But with a Kranvagen, you should fully rely on your turret's armor. As long as you're not showing the hull, your chances of being penetrated are extremely little. Now, like I said before, the peculiarities of the gun is the best aspect of the tank. I really, really like the analogy of different gun functions representing different tanks that you become as a Kranvagen. That is really just the best way to think of it. Single shot, you're a this is a good analogy. On single shot, the Kranvagen has 2,600 damage per minute. That's insane. That's as much as the AMX M4 on its single shot. On the second shell, it's a Jagdpanzer dealing 800 damage, but admittedly in 2.7 seconds. And with its 3 shells, you are essentially a much less effective FV215b183. And there you have it, a victory in the Kranvagen. Kudos to our Jagdpanzer, who was able to take him out. And there we have it, the victory screen. Surprised that Jagdpanzer killing the 4005 was the only thing he did. There is the end screen result, 5,022 damage, 3 destroyed, 4 damaged. And here is the game that I wish I could have showed you. Unfortunately, this battle was incorrectly saved, and I lost the replay file. But I wish I could have shown this to you guys. It was a very, very good game. Thank you for tuning in, and see you next time.